on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to go over my exact guitar rig and pretty much everything down from my guitar, my strings, my pick, my studio monitors, my audio interface, everything I use to get my tone, and pretty much how my whole recording process and my workflow. So it's going to be a good one. Someone actually requested that I make this video. A lot of people comment saying they like my tone. Could you show me how you record, what you use? So we're going to go over all of that today. So let's get right into it. I use a Schecter JL7. This guitar is awesome. It's a 2016 Schecter JL7, like I just said. Has 5767 EMGs. I don't remember which one is the bridge and which one is the neck. They are organic pickups, so they're like a mixture between passive and active pickups. They sound great, very bright, and perfect for the style I like to play in. I use a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. I don't think I need anything more than that as far as inputs go. I'm literally just tracking guitar. I got the 2i2 instead of the 1i2, because in case I ever did want to plug an effects processor in, I could plug left and right into the front of that. My studio monitors are KRK Rocket 5s, pretty much the industry standard. I made a video about this before. They're awesome. I love them. I've had them for a little over a year now. Very clear, no distortion or anything. So that's exactly what you want from a studio monitor when you're trying to nail the mix. My computer is an iMac 3.8 gigahertz processor. What is it? 8 gigs of RAM. I was gonna get the 16, but I didn't think that was quite necessary. It's been working just fine for everything I do. And we got the Dell 28-inch 4K monitor as a secondary monitor. It's good for when you're, trying to drag different things, programming drums. You could throw the guitar track over there, whatever. It just improves your workflow. Basically, just adds more space to work, right? Yeah, my pick. We'll even go over my pick. This is a Jazz 3. I forget who the musician is that makes this. It was some special edition. I always use a jazz pick though. I just like how they're thick. They're a little bit smaller. I like how they feel. Any jazz pick will work. Thicker jazz. I usually use the Jazz 3. I think this is John Petrucci's, maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, John Petrucci's Jazz 3. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the rig. Let's actually jump into the computer and I'll show you exactly what I use to get my tone. Alright, so now that we are in my computer, pull up exactly what I use for my tone. So you'll see here, go to, I'm using Logic Pro X. A lot of you guys use this, so you'll probably know what I'm doing here. Just pull up, this is all I use for a plugin for my tone. If I turned this off, it would literally just be raw signal going in through my pickups and then into the interface. This is JST Menace. Here's the cab right here. Go over the settings for you, starting with this pedal. Drive is at 60, tone is going to be between 85 to 100, gain is going to be usually between 65 to 75. Go over to the amp head right here, and we're going to have the gain all the way up, bass is going to be at 65, mid is at 85, treble's at 70, presence is at 60, and the output is usually going to be at 65, 55 to 75. Go over to the cabinet here. Now I'm using the JST cabinet. You could also use the impulse loader right here to just load in any cabinet that you guys like. Using the condenser mic right up on the top left. It's my favorite for pretty much everything. And we're gonna go over to the parametric EQ. Not gonna go over all of this stuff, but got some low cuts and also cleaning up some frequencies. I'll just leave this on the screen so you guys could kind of take a look at that. Feel free to pause the video. Really, I'm just got some low cuts, some high cuts, and let's see, what else did I do? I actually haven't even looked at this in a while, so I'm not sure. I set this up a while ago. But yeah, feel free to pause the video and copy down my settings here if you like my EQ'd tone. And then the limiter is very cool because you could actually push your guitar signal a little bit in the mix without distorting it too much. So I have a -21 threshold and an output of 0. And this comes with a gate actually up here on the top left. I usually leave that off and just use my default one in Logic Pro. This one is free actually right here. Right now I have it at -47. It's usually between -40 to 50. If I want it tighter, I'll go to -40. If I want it a little bit more open, go to -50. Reduction is all the way to 100. TAC is 0, hold for 10 milliseconds, release at 12. And then we have nothing going on with the high cut. It's 20 hertz, 20,000 hertz, so there's nothing being cut there. If we pulled it down a little bit, we'd be cutting 5,000. Excuse me. And the low cut is off all the way down at 20, so that's not being used. Then go down to my channel EQ here. Again, just the channel EQ in Logic. This is free. Those of you guys who use Logic can use this. A high pass at 120 hertz. And then we have just a couple annoying frequencies that I clipped out here. Just some tight little pinches out. Those will be different for you guys depending on what kind of pickups you have, what kind of wood your guitar is made out of. A bunch of different things can go into that. So you could find those yourself. And then I just cut out at 16 to leave some room for the cymbals, 16 to 18, anywhere from usually 13 to probably 18 actually. And then I just throw on a limiter so that we prevent all clipping, even though it would already be prevented in the first place. Since the Focusrite has an awesome feature where you could adjust your input volume and it'll glow green, yellow, or red to tell you if you're clipping. So I'm always in the green, I'm always in the green on the input there, so that should never be a problem. But just in case, sometimes we crank it a little higher, we won't be clipping. So that's pretty much it for the guitar tone. Very simple. I know you guys probably were expecting more than that. Nope, it's a $80 plugin for my tone. This has the pedal on it that I use, the overdrive, and the amp. Comes with a cab and a parametric EQ. So all that is awesome. Thank you, Joey Sturgis, for that. It's very convenient. Sounds a lot better than a lot of actual amped or microphone to rigs that are several $1,000s. So very cool. Literally $79. And then get drums. That's all we have to do, right? Yep. Drums, I use Addictive Drums too. People always ask me about this. It's the metal drum kit for Addictive Drums 2. You could buy just this. This is all I have. So if you go like into here, these are all of the ones I have. These come with the metal kit. I think that's what it's called. It's like the metal kit or metal something kit for Addictive Drums 2. So you'll get Addictive Drums 2 and then all of those preloaded drums that are made for metal right in there. It's all I play anyway, so that's all I needed. This is my kick. I have it rigged up with a trigger here. It sounds pretty beefy. The snare's the pearl. That thing pops, and then we're using the Ludwig toms. Those sound great. I got a couple different mixes of Sabian and Zildjian cymbals. Those all sound awesome too. I can make a video separately for you guys if you want to go over my drum EQ and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Addictive Drums 2 and JST Menace. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment if you have any questions and be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.